So if you're, like I said, a beginner or novice within striking, any striking, whether it be boxing, kickboxing, striking in MMA, any of that, you will benefit from this. We are going to talk about it. So let's get into the discussion. This is a discussion video. So in the discussion, give me your thoughts as well in the comments, because I will respond to every single one of them, and we can talk about it. Oh, before you do, if you like any of that stuff, you like any of the stuff I just mentioned, fighting, you love fighting, you're learning fighting, you love watching fighting, any of that, click that subscribe button and that little bell icon to get notifications for when I post. So, let's start. How often should you practice? My opinion, okay, is every day. Every single day. When you're learning a skill, you should do it every day, but be careful because this is a physical skill. It's a little different than practicing drawing or practicing maybe computer maintenance or something. You are using your body to a certain point and you might injure it, so you know, every day would be great. It might take the energy out of you, so you must be careful. I would say if you're starting though, you really want to ingrain this, don't go too hard, but I would do it every day. I really would. Here's why. If you're learning the piano, if you're learning juggling, if you're learning any of that stuff, if you practice, let's say once a week, how good do you think you're going to get at it? Probably not that good. You're probably not going to be all that great in a month of like four times you went a month. You want to go almost every day or at least 5 days a week, to kind of practice the motion, practice the movement, get it deep in your mind so you can do it intuitively, because we're not learning this stuff just to learn it. You don't just learn it and go, oh, boom, I know it. You learn it because you want to be able to do it in a fight, in a real situation, right? Or in a real competitive environment. And that stuff requires it getting into your long-term memory and getting it into your instinctive memory where you can just do it without thinking. And we're going to go over so what are the 4 stages of learning? And I know that you've seen this on every kind of video. The 4 stages of learning are, and I'm going to go over that because it's kind of unconscious incompetence, where you're not conscious about the incompetent things that you're doing. Then you go to conscious competence, where you know what you're doing wrong, but you're still doing it bad. You're conscious competent. You're doing something incompetent, but you're very conscious of it. So you're like, ugh. Then you go to conscious competence, where you're doing the right thing, you know that you're doing the right thing. And then you go to unconscious competence. That's where you're doing the right thing and you don't even think about it anymore. And that's where you want to get this stuff, all the striking down, all the back fist, whatever you're doing, your timing. You want to get this instinctive, right? Doing it through sparring, through whatever it is that you do at your school or your practice or whatever videos you're watching. That's kind of on you to do that, and you really want to get that into your mind. And that's actually why I stopped tutoring. I used to tutor people in drawing. I used to tutor them, and they would only practice once a week. And by the time I'd get them again, and a week later, they would forget everything from the week prior. You know, they weren't really practicing it. So, like I said, practice is so important, and it's honestly one of the foundations of your entire career. Practice one of your entire whatever you're doing. It's the foundation of it. You need to practice, and I can't nail that down enough. And I want this video is entirely going to concentrate on that topic. Write a schedule for yourself. If you're new, write a schedule. How often can you dedicate to this, and how often do you want to dedicate to this? Really commit to that. Really think it out. Think out the logistics of it, right? Where would you have to go? Would you have to go where? Would you have to go to a studio? Would you have to go to a school? Where would you go to do this, to practice this? And make that commitment. Make a schedule. Hey, I'm going to commit this time to do this, whether it be an hour a day or more than that. And do it. And you're going to see vast improvement, and you're going to change in ways you never thought you could change. So that's pretty much it. I hope that helped you out. If that helped you out at all, please comment or like or share the video, any of that stuff. Discuss it. What do you think? How many times a week do you think you should practice? Do you have a different opinion? Maybe you do. Let me know. Also, do you want a knockout punch, by the way? Oh, before I mention this knockout punch thing, the practice, one of the biggest things I recommend is getting a home punching bag. Doesn't matter what it is. Get a heavy bag, get a home punching bag. Absolutely necessary, like, I think. Because you don't have to depend on the gym or going or getting in your car and driving somewhere. You already have this thing in your house, whether it be in your backyard or your garage or outdoors. You have it at your fingertips immediately. So I think that would help you drastically. I almost think that's a necessity. I recommend that to all my students. So, I mean, teachers probably might not, because they want you to come into the school and pay a certain fee. It's not just that, of course, but, you know, there's some things going on there. But do that. I recommend many different bags. Like, I recommend different ones for different purposes. If you want to know which one to get, just click on the link below. I'm going to recommend some I think are amazing. Some amazing heavy bags for the house. I'm just going to do like the Amazon link thing because that's so easy and that's such a trusted source. So go check that out. One last thing. If you want a knockout punch, which everyone does want, right? We all want it. There's things you have to do for it. I made a report. I think it's extremely beneficial to you if you want to learn that stuff. It's totally free. It goes over some things you can do to improve it, and I think they're going to help you incredibly. So please go check that out whenever you can. And I'm going to put the link in the description as well. So otherwise, have a good day, guys, and I will see you later.